So the first thing that I want you to do is when you select, I would suggest you focus on a niche that you have passion and at least a basic knowledge about. All right. And next is flexible pricing. So have a flexible package which will work for different types of businesses. Definitely 100%, I would recommend you to have a Facebook business page than your Facebook profile. You have to have a call to action in every post. So all I wanted you to understand was what is leads and how do you generate leads and what do you do with the leads. And these are my personal tips for massive success. If you want to be highly successful, do not promote the products that you think is great, that you love. Okay. So just listen to what the customer wants, what people want, what is a problem that's prevalent. So though I'm telling you to be marginal on your prices, do not undersell.
Hey everyone, welcome to Pivot to Thrive podcast. This is your ultimate destination to elevate your mindset, marketing, and sales strategies for ultimate business growth. I'm your host, Dr. Priya, and I'm here to inspire and guide you on your journey to financial independence. My mission in life is very simple: to empower entrepreneurs like you with simple, actionable insights and easy to implement strategies that will transform your online business into a thriving success. Now, here's the deal. If your current strategy in life or business isn't working, don't quit. Just pivot. And it's important you understand that the goal for pivoting life and business isn't just to adapt and survive, but to truly thrive in growth, success, and abundance. So, in this podcast, we'll dive deep into the mindset shifts you need to break free from cultural barriers and embrace your true potential. We'll discuss cutting-edge marketing and sales techniques that you can apply to your business right away. Together, we'll create a powerful belief system that'll guide you towards the life you truly desire. So, grab a cup of coffee or even a fancy glass of wine, and let's start pivoting towards the success you've always dreamed of.
Okay, so let's move on to how to get your clients in 4 weeks. It sounds very easy, but yeah, with the right tools, with the right mindset, it's definitely easy. So let's check out. So first client. So I was very excited when I got my first client last year in mid 2019. I was in the middle. I haven't even completed that course now, to be very honest, and I feel very bad for it. But it's just that you learn more when you do it rather than finishing the course. So I have compiled all the information that I've learned, I've implemented for the clients in this particular module. So listen carefully and pay attention. So the first thing that I want you to do is when you select your niche, when you select your business, like what we did yesterday, I would suggest you focus on a niche that you have passion and at least a basic knowledge about. So there's no point. I didn't want to do automobile social media marketing because I do not have knowledge about cars. But people generally say that's a high ticket sale. You can go behind that. And real estate is something that I know it will not get into my head. Okay. So those two fields that I outrightly rejected, I didn't even opt for it because I don't have a passion towards it and I do not have the knowledge about it. So you have to be very honest and understand if you are someone who's so passionate about supercars, race cars, or any kind of luxury cars, definitely go for the automobile industry. That is huge. Okay. And even you can go to these used car sales people and you can make amazing. I know people who are making amazing sales in that industry. And now a lot of real estate people who are advertising using their website are turning on to social media. Okay, so there's specific niche if you're choosing. I can definitely help you customize the right strategies for your social media management. So we can discuss it later personally. And handle rejections. Why? I've already told you that there will be rejections, heaps of rejections. So say, for example, if you take up the phone, so when I started, I used to keep the number as 25. Okay, so 25 calls I used to make. So I used a different approach because I was targeting only Australian businesses here, because most of the Australians here, unless they know someone overseas or they trust a company, it's very hard for them to trust a business overseas and give them a business. So I started off with my local city, and I would always tell them, if you're happy, let's catch up for a coffee. So that's what is the typical term used here to basically tell people that I'm happy to have a chat. I'm happy to come and meet you and have a chat. So that really helped. Okay. So usually people, the first time it's good to meet in person and build that relationship. And once you have testimonials, once you have the trust, once you have some happy clients, then definitely it becomes easier. So when I say numbers game, which means you have to have a target number with the number of emails you can send. Even though you feel it's spamming them, it's okay. It's okay. People will even rudely comment back or reply back with swear words. That's fine. It doesn't harm you. They're just swearing at the process of spamming. Don't take it personally. So when they're literally swearing or when they're scolding you over the phone, it's not you as a person. It's just the business which is trying to, they might be in a bad mood. They might just have a bad day. They might not be well. And you are so passionate about your business. You call them, hey, you know what? Social media can get you millions. And they'll be like, oh my God. And, they would just start. So that's basically the concept that you have to understand. Do not take rejections personally. They are not rejecting you as a person. They're not rejecting your skills. They're not rejecting your technical knowledge, your marketing strategies, anything. It is just at the process and the system. All right. So perseverance always wins. The more you pick up the phone and call, the more emails you write, the more valuable post you post on social media, you will get results. Okay. And the brutal truth. Okay, I want you to know the truth. I'm not going to give you a rosy picture and say, hey, what, you can make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to tell you it is 100% possible, but requires a lot of effort, requires a lot of mindset change for you to get there. So if you look at the initial success rate, this is in terms of the number 1 to 5%. So imagine if you're going to call or meet and email all put together, if you're approaching 100 businesses, 1 to 5 businesses will say and yes. Okay, so that is just the statistics, what the number shows, but definitely each and every case will vary. All right. So initially, to get your first clients, I would start off with something called as the partnership program. So partnership program can be any of your friends, any of your relatives, any of your family, or anyone in your social circle who has a particular business. You can tell them, I will do a social media audit. Okay. And for free. All right. That's 100% free. It'll take few hours of your time. Initially, when you start off, now it just takes minutes for me to do it. So initially, when you take, it might take 1 hour, 2 hours for you to completely audit their social media platforms, give them a report, very authentic report, and ask them for a testimonial. So initially, all you need is a social proof. Okay. But I stopped doing it. There is a post that I've done in my Facebook, why I stopped doing social media audit, but I don't want to get to it now, because when you're starting, it definitely helps. Okay. It definitely helps you in reaching business owners quickly. And that is a win-win. So once you point out all the lags in their businesses, or when you point out this is what is lacking, then definitely they're going to approach you. Hey, you know what? Can you promote my page? And this will happen for sure. People will approach you and ask, and there'll be time where you reject them saying, I'm so sorry, I think I am full, but don't do that mistake. Okay. What I did was I wanted to manage everything on my own, and I had to say to people, I'm so sorry, my plate is already full. Okay, so that's why I have hired a team to outsource everything, most of the task, and I take care of the core business now. So be smart enough to do that. All right. And next is flexible pricing. Do not stick with your head like $1,000 per month. If somebody is not paying me $1,000 per month, I'm not going to work for them. So have a flexible package which will work for different types of businesses. If someone has just $200 per month, make sure you tell them, okay, I will post on one platform, say 4 days a week. Okay. And $200, fair enough. That's the amount of effort you'll be putting in. So offer and customize package according to the business. And value added service. When I say value added services, when we look at packages, say for example, you have agreed to just post 4 Facebook posts every week for a business for $200 per month. You tell them, okay, out of a gesture of goodwill, or I'm just going to value add this particular service and make 1 video ad for you per month. Okay, so make sure you do a really good video the next month, and after that you can tell them, you know what, now based on the statistics, you can have a report and tell them, look at the brand engagement, look at the number of impressions this video has reached, these many posts have reached. So I'm sure now it's time for you to step up your game and invest more in other social media channels or other strategies to develop their branding and increase their sales. Okay, so first get your foot at the door, that's very, very important, and then value add them to know exactly your worth. Okay, so marketing your services. How can you market your services? How can you reach out to business owners? Basically, do not go for paid ads at the moment. I promised you, I'm gonna make you earn money online using your laptop and internet. So mainly these 3 days, I'm gonna focus on organic strategies and free stuff, so what you can make best use of in the internet today. So you can have your own blog, or you can write a guest post on a blog depending on the industry and niche. Don't write something so random and in somewhere there is a total disconnect. People will be like, why are you posting here? Okay, and make sure you're posting only within your particular niche, and make sure you get your testimonials for all the free audits that you do, and have your own blog. That is a very good platform, because over a period of time, your blogs are the best place where you have your website ranked in the SEO. And definitely 100%, I would recommend you to have a Facebook business page than your Facebook profile. So this is a complete different ball game altogether. Your Facebook profile and your Facebook business page will bring you money. Okay, I don't know how many of you noticed that recently I had to revamp my complete Facebook profile, and that has brought so much of difference in the amount of people reaching out to me and in the business engagement and the number of leads that I get. So we can have a separate chat about this later, but this is a 100% proven strategy or proven model to make you win. Okay, so this itself is a separate coaching call on how to modify your Facebook page to get more leads organically. People will ask you for business. You will not see me posting for most of the posts like I used to do, business posting or asking for people to join. But this one, this is the first of its kind. I've said people to come and log down. You'll never see my post like this. This is genuinely to give people value for free because of the economy, because of the sufferings that we are going through globally. Okay, and always have a website. That's more of a social proof, but that's the next step. For now, no, but definitely a website in the long run or somewhere in the near future is always good. And referrals, like I said, businesses, families, and friends. But for me, I had a different approach. I always wanted strangers to reach my business than haters, because my personal perception was the known network and families are going to have a negative energy, negative vibes in terms of jealousy, whatever. So I let my family and friends and my network read stuff later. But if you have a supportive network, definitely go for it. And partnerships, like I said, people who are already in different industries can partner with you for the social media presence. YouTube channel is a very, very good way. Trust me, I started my YouTube channel on December 17, 2019, and you can see the number of people reaching out to me for Australian immigration services, because that's the main point I started. So the amount of reach is huge in YouTube. Okay, so if you're confident in getting your face on the camera or even a screen share like this, definitely you'll have better reach. So don't try to do everything at once. So these are the ways I'm telling you how to reach, but choose one or two and go all in. Okay.
Hey listeners, before we jump back into today's episode, I want to tell you about an incredible opportunity that's perfect for those of you who are always asking these questions yourself. How can I earn more money? How do I get more customers without spending on ads and fancy funnels? How can I generate recurring income without selling all the time? How do I create wealth without trading time for money? How can I transition from being a one-person show to mastering delegation? If this sounds like you, then you're going to love our sponsors for this episode, the Pivot Mastermind, a life-changing 6-month intensive experience designed to help you launch and scale your digital empire. But that's not all. One of the standout features of this mastermind is that each attendee gets a dedicated virtual assistant to handle the admin and social media marketing tasks. That means you can focus on what truly matters growing your business, and enjoying the freedom that comes with it. Don't wait any longer. Click on the link in the show notes to apply today and take the first step towards transforming your business and your life with the Pivot Mastermind. Now let's get back to today's episode.
And moving on to lead generation. So you have to understand this before I give you templates. So what is a lead? What is a lead gen? Everybody will be talking about lead gens and leads. So a lead is someone who is interested in your product or your services. Okay. If someone totally does not know what is ClickFunnels, okay, who doesn't know what is affiliate marketing, but who looks at my post and contacts me and asks, hi, I am interested in learning more about ClickFunnels. I am interested in joining the One Funnel Away challenge. Then that person is a lead. Okay. So someone who is already in the ClickFunnels community needs assistance in building a funnel or designing a funnel or troubleshooting a step, then those are called as warm leads. Okay. So warm lead is someone who already knows about your services, knows about your products, and approaches you for a particular help. But a lead is someone who is so random, you have no connection, but they are approaching you for your services and products. So the basis of social media marketing and sales funnel, which we are going to do tomorrow, is bring people who are interested in your service to your website or to your business page or to your product sales page, whatever might be the case. So a funnel is something which will narrow down from the entire crowd in on Facebook to people only who is interested in your product or services. Okay. So lead generation means you're not going to sell them something. You're not going to make money immediately, but they are potential customers. Okay. So lead generation, when I say a successful lead generation, meaning you have some information to target them and get their attention. So lead generation, for example, if you're starting as a social media manager, you are interested in knowing the business owner, say for example restaurants in one particular city. So your target is contacting all the restaurant owners who are interested in having a social media manager, okay, or an agency to manage their page. So in that case, if somebody is interested and gives the email address or phone number to contact them, in that case you have generated a lead. So you have their information who could be a prospective customer. So how can you generate leads, and what is the purpose of lead generation? Is basically you increase traffic and you have to have a call to action in every post, like call now or message now or download now, share now, subscribe to my channel now. So anything you put out there for people to take an action, that is called a call to action. So every post in social media that goes out should have a call to action. Otherwise, it is just a post there. It is not asking people to do. So right now, I'm not sure how many of you know the amount of time people spend while they scroll through the post is only few seconds. Okay. And it's going to reduce to milliseconds where they just scroll frantically. So your post has to be so compelling for them to stop scrolling and see what it is. So that is where you have hook concept that we'll see in tomorrow's lesson. So basically call to action is basically compelling someone to take some action straight away, like how I'm compelling you, take this lesson, start doing action and make money. You're not going to give money. It's about you, but it is definitely human psychology. You need that push. You need that emotional support. You need that force to get you up and running. And you can use forms to get information like email ID, phone number, and you can also give them freebies. So you would have seen in most of the cases where people say, download this ebook on how to lose weight in 10 days. And then you click on it, you give your name and email, and then they will send you the email or let you download. So that's basically something known as a lead magnet. A lead magnet is like, so it's an understanding term. So lead is someone who's interested in your services or product. You offer something. So like a magnet, it attracts the lead and pulls you into the funnel. So that is the freebies. And you can also use emails and do campaigns. Okay. So all these things we'll be doing in the sales funnel lesson. So all I wanted you to understand was what is leads and how do you generate leads and what do you do with the leads. And these are my personal tips for massive success. If you want to be highly successful, do not promote the products that you think is great, that you love. Okay. So just listen to what the customer wants, what people want, what is a problem that's prevalent, what is a problem that's commonly which is not solved, and listen to it and try to get a solution for that. Okay, I made this personal mistake. I was only jumping to the sky. If I love a product and I wanted to promote that product, I want to sell that product, I want to do that particular coaching in that industry. I was so much into relationship coaching and I did have success. But what happened was I started to get personally getting depressed with people's problems, and I used to be completely involved and I used to get so much lost in others' problems. It affected me as an individual. But it was doing really well when I did relationship coaching, when I did personal coaching, but it was not for me. I loved doing it, but it was not for me. It was affecting me personally. And that's when I shifted to only business coaching. And I strongly believe if you make anyone financially independent, it would solve most of the problem. Okay. Even if you have a troubled relationship, if you're just sitting with or living with a man just for the money, or if you're sitting with a woman just for the money, or because you are financially insecure, if I make you financially insecure, you're going to get out of the relationship. Okay. So I started focusing only on stuff that will make people financially independent, because I strongly believe if you make someone financially independent, most of the other problems will just vanish. Okay. And the main tip for success is summarize after you listen to the customer. So when you start speaking to your client, ask them what are the challenges you're facing in your business, what are the current marketing strategies. Listen to everything or write down. I personally write down whatever they say. And finally, I'll just say, okay, quickly, just to make sure we are on the same page. These are words which will really get them. Okay. Just to make sure we are on the same page, just make sure that I've understood you well, just to make sure that I've got it right. These are the things that you have currently practicing in your business at the moment. And these are the things that you wish to improve in your business. And this is how I can do and offer your services. Okay. So as a marketer, you have to always think like a consumer. You have to put yourself in your consumer's shoes and you have to show them the big picture. So even though you're going to work, say, for example, $200 a month and you're going to make 4 posts, don't underestimate it. Okay. I've always told you it's very hard to get that first check, but after that, it gets easier by providing more value, by being more authentic, by being really genuinely caring for your client. So you have to let your client say, okay, these 4 posts with so many call to actions has resulted in so many engagements. So why not we scale up? Okay. And if we do this, this will be the output, or this much will be your percentage of increase in sales. So just let them know the bigger picture, and you have to always know your worth. So do not work for, say, $50 a month. It is not worth. And the client will always look at you like that. Next time, if you ask them $1,000 a month, they'll be like, oh my God, are you crazy? It is like a typical mindset. The best example, if you go to dollars and cents, you always expect them to have a $1, $2 priced items. If you look at $100 item in a dollars and cents stores, nobody will buy it. But if you go to David Jones and Maya, obviously, when you look at $100 thing, you'll be like, yes, it's David Jones, it's Maya. Obviously, why not? $100 is cheap. You know the mindset. So when you project yourself as a low ticket accepting agency, you can never step up. Okay. So though I'm telling you to be marginal on your prices, do not undersell. Okay. And just because you can talk well, just because you can reach customers, they're impressed with how the way you handle business, don't overprice. Okay. So stay nominal in your pricing package. And I'm going to go very detailed in that. And always, as I said earlier, under promise and over deliver. And always understand and prove value of one customer. We are going to do that cheat sheet in a moment. And these are the other tips for massive success. Like I said earlier, use very, very simple terms and make them feel very unique. Everyone wants to feel special. Okay, so you tell them it's just for you because you've been so kind, you've given me time to meet you, and you've explained your problem so honestly. I really want to help you. So that the stress when you talk should make them feel very unique and very special. Okay. And make sure you guaranteeing something. So when you guarantee, okay, for example, money back guarantee is very powerful. I do that all the time. So if they're unhappy with the service, you don't want to keep their money and have a bad review or a bad testimonial. So if you have an issue, and if they really have an issue, and if they're approaching for a money back, try to talk through them, try to give them a chance or give you a chance to prove it wrong. But if they're like, no, I'm done with you, give my money back, please give it back without any drama. Okay, so that is one case when you tell them, say, you're going to pay me $1,000 per month, but if you're not happy, then anytime we can break the contract. There's no lock-in contract, so you are risk-free. So when they know they're risk-free, obviously they're going to go all in. And just don't fake your care. Don't tell them, oh, you know what, I really understand. I've seen people who talk to me like that when they say, oh, yeah, I've been there, I know it. But you can't feel that empathy. You can't feel that care. So genuinely show interest in the business of the customer, because if they grow, you grow. That's how it works. Okay. So customized, meaning personalize your package, personalize your templates, personalize everything for every client. Okay, so that will definitely help you. And freebies, obviously all of us like free, though all of us know nothing comes for free. Okay, but free is something that will attract people, that has the tag which will attract clients. So tell them, if you're going to pay me $1,000 per month, I'll do Facebook, Instagram, and one YouTube post free. Okay, that's how you value add, and you add the tag free. So you have to be very smart in handling this. And growth, you have to tell them that it will result in growth. So everyone wants to progress, move to the next level in their business. So you, as a social media person, has to tell them that your strategy, your implementation will result in growth. Okay, so that is it for the tips. And now that you know how to handle, I'm going to give you everything ready made, and you can just start working, emailing, calling, and meeting. Obviously, you can't meet people now. So meet them on Zoom and get your clients easily within 4 weeks. And I'll see you all in the next video.
I truly hope you enjoyed listening to this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it just for you. Please follow Pivot to Thrive podcast on the platform you're listening to right now. It would mean the world to me if you could leave a review, and I'm so excited to see you on the next episode. Sending you loads of love, positive, and healing vibes your way. Stay blessed.